Franz, are you okay? There you have it. He's okay. Are we okay? Perhaps not entirely. Franz is definitely sick. We had 2 doctors in here today. That in itself was also an experience. The first one arrived here in full PPE. Tip my hat to that. I was hiding away in a room to lessen exposure and make people feel less uncomfortable. And she arrived here with her PPE, and then as she departed, then deposited said PPE in a plastic bag and gave it to us to get rid of. So definitely taking care not to get infected. And I respect that. I think that's great. But the good news is that the bad news is that Francie doesn't have COVID, or as far as they can see, but he definitely has a very heavy case of probably the flu. And we're going to soldier through the weekend. If it doesn't clear up, we're going to have to introduce antibiotics. And it seems that the little terrorist is going to have to be out of his kindergarten for at least the next week. So we're going to have to manage our business lives around that. And talking about business lives, something that I forgot to mention yesterday, because I'm working on a relatively new project and I'm doing some planning around it, I got to connect with an old friend of mine who worked with me in the advertising agency. We shared the trenches together. And it's funny. It's so funny how time flies. Like you don't realize it. I remember I just started my business. It's way before finding frequency. And we had a phone call and she informed me that she was pregnant and her first son was on the way. And we had kind of a standing meeting where we connected to talk about branding and advertising and just to sharpen skills and kind of like support each other in our new business. In fact, she's in South Africa. One of my old partners there. And we kind of lost touch and then a pandemic hit. But for me, for some reason, I thought that the last time we spoke was when the pandemic started. And then things just got crazy. But when I phoned her yesterday, I asked her, hey, how's the little one doing? And then she got up from her chair and showed me her belly. And then I went like, whoa, there was like a super time warp. Like, the kid hasn't been born yet. Has it been so recent that we spoke? And then she corrected me, pointing out that the second one is already on the way, and the first one is just over a year and a half old. So that means that we haven't spoken for nearly 2 years, and it doesn't feel like that at all. It also says something about our friendship because we can just pick up and go at any point, and no hard feelings or whatever, and we speak like we're old mates, and I love friendships like that. But it just showed me how time flies, and it's probably also important to try and stay in touch with friends, but it's sometimes difficult. Distance makes it difficult. But her generosity and inspiration and kind of guidance showing me that I'm not entirely on the wrong track and moving in the right direction with a new project has been super valuable. So yeah, friends and connections can definitely bring you further, and it's been proven to me from the get-go because some special people have been nudging me along, and it's been I just appreciate it. And sometimes I feel disappointed that I'm not able to always get up and do the things that those friends kind of help me or inspire me to do, and that's kind of an ongoing pressure I feel on myself. So I'll have to either get my ass in gear or learn how to deal with this more effectively. Weekend. So the weekend's on its way. I have no clue what we're going to be doing. I'm really bad. I have zero planning. This pandemic kills it for me. Like I usually look forward to go get some hot chocolate or coffee or go take a walk or enjoy things. I'm just not stepping up to the plate to figure that out. I do, however, mentioning hot chocolate, I have thought about this for the last couple of days, that I have this desperate craving for real Polish hot chocolate. And this is something that I probably haven't mentioned either. So here in Poland, they actually make great chocolate. Arguably, those companies have now been bought out by international companies, but let's forget about all those things and talk about Wedel and Wawel. Those are 2 companies. So Wedel's originally situated here in Warsaw. and you can still see the original Wedel factory here. And there's little Wedel shops dotted all over Warsaw. You can buy Wedel chocolates and Wawel chocolates internationally, if I'm not mistaken. But I love Wedel hot chocolate. There's an old shop here in the center of Warsaw where you can go and you can buy chocolate. You can sit down and you can have the hot chocolate. I just love doing that and haven't been able to do that in such a long time. And I'm hoping that I can convince Marta to swing past a Wedel shop so we can take some hot chocolate takeaway. They have this thick, dark, hot chocolate that is just, I miss it. Wawel, on the other hand, is situated in Krakow. Also good stuff, not a problem. I'm not that big a chocolate connoisseur, so I'll take both. But I must say, because of my loyalty towards Warsaw, I'll probably go with the Wedel brand for now. But if you're ever in Krakow and you run into little shops and you can get your hands on some Wawel chocolates, please do so. It's always worth the sweetness on the tongue. But perhaps a little small objective for the weekend is in order, and organizing and hooking us up with some hot chocolate might do the job as a little mission. So I'll leave it there because Marta has popped out to go fetch some medicine for France, and she'll probably be back soon, and then we have to prepare and get ready for bed, because we need to get the little one clean and all steamed up and ready to come relax, because after a day of watching way too much television, he's always over-energized and gets grumpy when we switch said addiction off. So I hope you've got something extraordinary planned and enjoying the current extraordinary. In my case, it's the awesome snow that's definitely sticking around, and then the flurries coming down. It's beautiful, and I enjoy it and I appreciate it. And I appreciate you for listening to this, and keep safe over there. And thanks for listening.